be poor, but I am somebody. I may be on welfare, but I am somebody. I may be in jail, but I am somebody. I may be uneducated, but I am somebody. I am black, beautiful, proud. I must be respected. I must be protected. I am somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Big Mark Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Chris, Aisha, Eva, and Ayo down there. The voice that you guys just heard is the late Jesse Jackson, who passed away on February 17th of 2026. The founder of the Rainbow Push Coalition. Push stands for People Unified to Save Humanity. He had presidential runs in 1984 and 1988. He has a Presidential Medal of Freedom and is a prominent black figure. Rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. How you guys doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, Aisha?
I'm better, not gonna lie. This weather been up and down, but I'm hanging in there.
Hey, yo.
I'm inspired. I'm fired up.
Yeah? Why you fired up, man? Talk to me.
Jesse, Joey, his speeches was all right, fam.
Yeah?
Very influential.
How'd that make you feel?
You talking about me personally?
Yeah, you personally.
I mean, he came up under Martin Luther King Jr. Very, like you said, an influential, positive figure in the black community. He did a lot of presidential runs, different things like that. He made you feel as a black person. I mean, like he said, I am somebody. And he wanted you to keep hope alive and different things like that. He inspired a lot of people to do things that they probably wouldn't have normally done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He did run for president twice in 84 and again in 88. We don't have very many African-American people that run for president. Obviously, we had Barack Obama that won the presidential election in 2008 and 2016. But Reverend Jackson was one of the very few that chose to run. And to this day, we don't have very many that run. With that being said, let's jump right into these topics. The other day at the BAFTA Awards, this is the British, pretty much the Oscars, Michael B. Jordan and I'm sorry, what's his name? Delroy Lindo. I'm sorry. We're doing a presentation at the BAFTA Awards when the gentleman, John Davidson, who has Tourette's, it's been medically proven that he has Tourette's, screams out the word nigga on stage. Now, this is pretty much an award show, a British award show. It's like the Oscars. And I'm not sure whether you guys know, there is sort of a delay. So I want to get a reaction out of you guys, because there was a chance for BAFTA to get it right and edit it, because when somebody said Free Palestine, Absolutely. They made sure that they edited it. There is a delay. There is enough time for them to edit it. So, Eva, what you got?
I mean, why would they edit it?
What do you mean, why would they edit it?
What did Kanye say? You still a nigga? Exactly. So, it was just a reminder.
Definitely intentional.
Just a reminder.
Definitely intentional.
We ain't edited that out. I mean, what? They like, what's the big deal?
But they were willing to take Free Palestine out.
Yeah, because that goes against what they believe in. They believe he a nigga, though.
I feel like
yeah.
Aisha?
Yeah. In the moment, I think Delroy and Michael B. Jordan handled themselves appropriately and professionally, but I think our people was more so looking for a reaction to kind of set the record straight, like it's not okay. And I think I was too. It just, at this point, it's just getting out of hand. Like they do it with no intention of, just sparing our feelings. Like they put it in our face, they shove it down our throats, and it's like at the same time, what are we gonna do about it? So it's honestly just fucked up.
Ayo.
I mean, I hear everything that y'all saying. I mean, to Eva's point, like, they don't care, bro. And there's going to be no repercussions behind it. I mean, what's going to happen? we're gonna all get together and boycott or something. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you know.
We
Keep on doing that.
We can't get together to do a lot of shit that we probably should get together and stop supporting all these people that come out and say that they didn't make their clothes for us, they didn't make their shoes for us. If they knew that black people was gonna drive these cars, they would have never made it. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people that come out and they don't care. They're unapologetic when it comes to the black community, and they don't care if you know that they're racist, because in their mind that you probably say, oh, we're not gonna support them, but somebody's gonna support them in the black community because they're gonna say, shit, I don't care what they said. There's a lot of people who don't care about what's going on in the black community enough for us to rise above the oppression that we go through. It's gonna continue. So them saying that man having Tourette's, even though I don't have Tourette's and I don't know how it works, some people have come out and said that they have tics. The people that I see with Tourette's, they have constant tics. Mm-hmm. They whistle, they snap, they curse all the time. Like, it's not something that you can just turn on and turn off. Mm. And I don't know how many times he had outbursts, but it don't seem like it was that many outbursts. And for you to
that
come
was
out,
a hell of a coinky dink.
For you to come out and just scream nigga super loud while it's two black men on the stage, I mean, you might have Tourette's, but I mean, how intentional was that?
Exactly.
But I mean, again, like, what's gonna happen? Like, nothing's gonna happen, bro. Like, there is no repercussions behind that. There's gonna be no boycotting. There is no come together. There is no Million Man March. There's none of that.
No. I just think it's funny how award shows do what they want, because obviously a couple years ago, Will Smith walked up on stage and he put his hands on Chris Rock and he got a 10-year ban for what he did. Yeah. But this Caucasian gentleman sees two black men on the stage and Tourette's made him yell out nigga loud, and you heard him. And that just goes to show that racism is not what on the back burner like people think. I watched a video the other day, it was shared by Elon Musk, where a guy said there's nothing wrong with being white in America. He was talking to young men. There's nothing wrong with being straight in America. There's nothing wrong with being a straight white man in America. You're right. But at the end of the day, it's not about, the pressure's not towards you. It's cool to be white in America. You guys are winning. That's why they got rid of all of these DEI programs, stuff like that. The reason that the DEI programs were produced in the first place was because we are oppressed. This is for minorities and people in general. So for you to take that out because you guys feel like, oh, it's an uneven playing field, like, it's not really fair, you know. But back to the actual award show, to BAFTA, fuck you for real, because you could have edited it out. You edited out Free Palestine, to Michael B. Jordan, and to Lindo. I can apologize. Black people in general can apologize, but there's not more that you're going to get from that. Hey, you got something else for? I know when I was talking about DEI programs, you kind of.
No, it's just statistically proven that white women benefited more from DEI than any other demographic.
Absolutely.
Than any other demographic. So I mean, like, them doing away with DEI, like, they do a lot of things that they think that hurt us. And when you look and dive into the statistics of it, it normally benefits their community a bit more than it does us. But they always get away. But we make the most uproar about it. But just statistically talking, like, it benefited more white women, the DEI hires, than it did black men or black women.
Yeah, we're about 4 days ago now, and BAFTA's still not come out, and they've apologized, right? But they haven't said that they won't allow John Davison back onto their show or anything like that. He apologized, but he blamed it on his Tourette's. Again, I don't know how Tourette's works or how the medical term for Tourette's or what it may be, but are you just spitting out what's on your mind?
Usually it's something that's familiar. Like, it's something that they've been saying or something that triggered them to say that. It's like he didn't just think of the word nigga right then and there and say. He's probably been comfortable saying it, not in front of a crowd like that, but it's something they triggered him to say it. And he might have had an outburst without warning. Okay, cool. But it's what came out of his mouth that was just alarming. because this is nothing that you said just once. You've been saying this word.
All right.
So
I'm going to read you guys a post from a gentleman called Larry is Legend. And he said, niggas from those melting pot cities, states in California and New York be so happy to tell you to embrace 15 other different races calling them niggas because it's the culture. Thank God I'm not from them fuck ass places. And they said they want to see what Chicago people think, or just people in other big cities. And that the fact that we're talking about this brings me to, I'm not like that. I'm comfortable with us saying like nigga because like it's just something that's kind of in our DNA, you know. But if a white person says that hard ER, you know what I'm saying, we know what they mean. Or if you grow up with somebody white in your neighborhood, I didn't grow up with that, but would y'all be comfortable with somebody that you grew up with in a neighborhood calling you like nigga?
Absolutely not.
I know.
And no offense to my Hispanic and Latino family, but it's not okay because even they feel comfortable saying, "Oh yeah, you might." No, it's two different struggles. Like we understand y'all understand us, but it's not appropriate, right? Because y'all have slurs.
Say that again.
You ain't my wetback.
Yeah,
right.
That's a lot to say. That's a whole lot to say.
It's disrespectful. We love y'all, but it's not the same. It's not the same struggle.
I think it's the confusion comes to them because we use our racial slur amongst each other.
We take the power
So
back.
instead of them, like, they're not sitting around like, yeah, cracker, you my cracker too, you know, crackers.
Exactly.
You know, I understand that y'all not using it, but you still understand it's a racial slur, you know, because it's not appropriate. Say you see that it causes chaos. And the thing about it is that it's never like, even though people try to say it like in slang, it's never really even used, you know, it's used to be harmful. When you see a lot of these videos and people using the N-word, it's like, yeah, I'm going to say this to you because you know that it's a racial slur. So it's like, come on, bro. Like, you know we ain't cool like that. We ain't never been that cool since never.
Hey, yo.
You better up calling me a bitch or something. Shit, nigga.
Well, I try not to use the N-word, although I do use it. I'm not gonna sit here and say, I don't use it. I mean, I use it. I try not to. Because I don't think it's okay to use it at all. I mean, that taking the power back thing, like you hear that a lot. I really don't agree with that, bro. Like, I mean, I just got a total different viewpoint when it comes to that situation. But I mean, like, what are we gonna do?
Right, but it's not about. I don't think it's about what we do. But are you reactive when you hear other people or other races say the word nigga, but not in a mean way? Like if we grew up with Hispanic kids,
but it's not really a term of endearment though, unless it's coming from and that's why, like you say, it's a term of endearment when it comes from another black person. But then you like just like the word bitch, like bitch could be used as a term of endearment, it could be used as an insult. Like just like the N-word, it could be used as a term of endearment, used as an insult, bro. I mean, do I overreact when I hear people say it? I mean, I can't say that I do. I'm a lot calmer. In my 20s, I did. I used to be charged up because, I mean, we in Chicago, bro. Chicago is probably one of the most segregated cities in the United States. As far as it comes with where black people live, where white people live, where Hispanic people live. And if you hear, I mean, I grew up, you grew up in the same era, bro, where Hispanics saying that word, they was on your ass. They was probably finna kill you.
They was on you.
Fight.
They was on you.
Like that's not that wasn't used as a term of endearment, bro. Like you had to deal with Latin kings in certain areas. You had to deal with Spanish disciples in certain areas. So no, I'm not cool with us saying it, nobody else saying it. But I mean, I know it does get said, and I'm not gonna be one who overreacts. I'm knocking on 40's door.
But it's like when it comes to us using it, it's also like I don't think it's any other race of people that was embedded in them, their racial slur. Like we had years of slavery and that was actually our identification. So it was like we were called niggers and other niggas, like it wasn't black, it wasn't colored, it wasn't African American, we were niggas. Like that's what it was. So it's like, then we had to convert into being called colored. Then we had to convert into being black. Then we converted into African American. So it's like, that is our term. It's our term because it's like, that's what we were. Like that was once our race, was nigga. Like you was it was the ER thing, but you was a nigga. Like that was it. Black and stuff, that came later on. Like, yeah, we say that now, but like that wasn't, so other people, like, y'all using the racial slur, like, as if why can you use it? We can't, because that's what we had, like, that's us. That's our shit. You can't do that, like.
Absolutely.
And it's like, you know, and it's embedded in us to do it because like it's not embedded in them call each other's wetback or call them crackers because nobody instilled that in their brains for hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. Like, this is who you are. This is what you got to identify yourself as because of your color.
Yeah.
What the video say? You want to say it? Just go ahead and say it. Go ahead, I'll say it with you. Let's all say it together.
Yeah, so it's like it's a little different when it comes to the N-word. It's definitely different. Absolutely. When it comes to the N-word, when we talk about black folks, like it's a different situation.
And it's funny that you bring up that video because that was Delroy Lindo in that video. That
sure was.
That was Delroy Lindo in the video.
Sure
he
was.
said, "If you want to say it that bad,
you want to say it.
Just
go
say
ahead.
it.
I'll say it. It was him in that video that said it. I hate to use the word victim, but have any of you guys ever been like the victim of somebody of a different race calling you nigger or like?
Yes.
Yes, you want to share it?
Actually, I was at Odyssey Fun World. I want to say like 7th grade, and this white guy had his daughters, and I was in front of them, but they were kind of like, you know how you get too close, and now you kind of itching in front of me. Now you're in front of me in the line or whatever, and I said something. I said, "Excuse me, the line back there." And he called me. He was about to say nigga bitch, but he called me a nigga right then and there, and told his daughters to go in front of me. And it was a whole big thing between me, my teachers, and a couple other kids that was there. And he had no remorse about it. Like he was comfortable saying it. As young as I was too.
Does it bother you to that point now, like that you like flip out or? Because I'm pretty sure you guys know, like I'm around a lot of prominent white figures, and like I've never had that happen, but one time somebody did say it and I kind of like laughed it off, like, yeah, watch out, because I got a lot going on. Younger me probably would have flipped out, but me now I'm just like,
me now I wouldn't say I would flip out, but it is definitely offensive.
Very offensive.
It's offensive. Yeah, I'm not gonna laugh that shit off.
I think it's also like cause pale people, they not like pale black people, you know, the see-through people, clear people. They actually come up with things you ain't never even heard of for racial slurs. One of my homegirls said that she was in the HR. They was not, I would have went to HR. They was in a regular team meeting on Zoom or whatever. And she said the older white woman had said, well, lynch me if I'm wrong.
Lynch me if I'm wrong.
I didn't think that was a thing.
No, I would have taken it offensively because like, what do you mean lynch you if you're wrong? Like,
she said one of the other white girls like,
that's too far.
When did white people start getting lynched? So now it's just an awkward moment.
Yes.
It was an awkward moment on Zoom.
Not a whole thing out of order.
Now I would have broke my hand typing to HR. My wrist would have went out at that point.
That email would have been wild.
Yeah, that email would have been crazy. But they come up with things like I've heard like white people have said racist things to me, but like when I worked in a call center, because I guess I sound black over the phone. I don't have a professional voice. This is what I sound like all the time. I don't really spruce it up or whatever. And the white lady called me a black supremacist, and I didn't know that was that's why I wouldn't give her a refund on her tickets, because she said I was a black supremacist.
I'm going to just say this. There's no such thing as a black supremacist. There is a such thing as so pro-black that you come off as racist, but black supremacy?
She called me a black supremacist. And I said, that's crazy because I'm not even black. I mean, at that point, I just had to tip over the boat because she couldn't see who I was.
I feel it.
I'm not gonna lie, it is offensive as a light-skinned African American when people call you white girl all the time. I hate that shit. Now that will get you cursed out, because don't call me that.
Yeah.
I never got that maybe right to the bald head. I've been bald head for a long time. Yeah.
Play my song, Bald Nigga. No, hey, yo.
Literally.
You ever been a victim of somebody calling you nigga?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah?
My mom moved to the suburbs. We moved around a lot of white people. Walking around trying to rake leaves, shovel snows. That's when you find out when you ring somebody doorbell that you don't know. They let you know. Get away from my door, nigga, before I send something hot out there.
Okay. And you got to get the fuck on because you want their property.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been a victim of it, but I mean, like I said, younger me was a bit more offended. But now older me with kids and a lot more to lose than I had to lose back then. Like that, I won't say that I don't care, but I'm just not as reactive. I listen to more understand. Now, then I used to listen to respond. Now I listen to understand. And if something happens, then I'll process it and see how I should deal with it at that time.
Yeah. So that's just another.
Nigga
This.
even mean?
Say it again.
What do the word nigga even mean?
I-
Like, where they get it from?
The
The
history of it.
definition is supposed to be like lazy or something.
Well, we definitely wasn't that.
Shit.
Negro.
Well, right, negro
it
is-
comes from the black word negro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like obviously people playing in our face, right? Yelling out nigga and stuff like that. We talked about it on our last show where Donald Trump posted a video where the Obamas were portrayed as monkeys.
Gorillas.
Gorillas at the end of the video. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, or I'm not sure when it actually, it may have been yesterday.
Couple days ago, you talking about?
Couple days ago, yes.
Yeah.
Came out in an interview and he said something along the lines of, I had a 960 SAT score. I'm like you, I can't read. And this was to a crowd of young African Americans.
So
The disrespect again.
I'm going to let AO.
no.
AO
It wasn't. So the context that it came out, if you watch it, it actually wasn't like that. He was saying that I'm a comic. So Gavin Newsom is dyslexic. He's come out as being dyslexic. So he's telling you like, I can't read. Like I have problem with reading speeches and different things like that. I have a 960 on the SAT. Like he's saying that I have made something of myself. I'm someone that's similar to you. He said I'm not trying to what I'm trying to think of his exact words. Like I'm not trying to impress you. I'm trying to impress upon you, letting you know. So he's gearing up for a 2028 presidential run.
Yes.
So that's what people do when they normally when they're running for president. They go to grocery shopping and things so they can seem like they're normal. You know, they go grocery shopping. You see them driving their own car and they put gas in it. Different things like that. They want to come off as a regular, everyday American. Now, what Gavin Newsom said, I seen nothing wrong with it. I seen more people in an uproar. I see more people in an uproar about him saying that he had a 960 SAT score than I seen of them with Donald Trump putting the Obamas as gorillas, bro. Like, I think that's more offensive than what Gavin Newsom said. Gavin Newsom is trying to come off as a regular guy. Gavin Newsom is trying to let you know that despite any hardships that you may face, anything that you're going through life, that you can still make it because look at me, I did it. Now, granted, and I say this about like his presidential run, Gavin Newsom got to be about 6'4", 6'5", got slick hair, for lack of better terms. Like I don't normally say this, but he's a handsome white man. Like that's like the criteria to be like the president of the United States. Look at JFK back in his day. Like he was a tall white man with slender, like slick hair, like Barack Obama tall. Like, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like it's like some criteria. So what I'm just saying is I wasn't offended by what Gavin Newsom said. I don't think that he was trying to come off as offensive. I don't believe that Gavin Newsom has a racist bone in his body. Gavin Newsom has given to California, he's talked about reparations, different things like that. Like Gavin Newsom is for all people, not just for black people. So I wasn't offended by what Gavin Newsom said.
It just seemed like a backwards compliment. Like if his viewers are majority us and you say I'm just like you and insinuating that we can't read, nigga, no, that's not the case. So for him to say that, I'm like, no,
he speaks about his dyslexia a lot.
That's fine. And it could have ended at I'm dyslexic and I can't read. But to say I can't read like y'all, like as if like
he didn't say like y'all.
He said I'm like you.
I'm like you.
He did say I'm like you.
He said that at the end of everything that he was saying though. He didn't say,
well, the truth
I
is
can't read, I'm like you. It wasn't like that. Like you gotta watch the whole.
Yeah, I need to see the punctuations in the speech, but also
it wasn't
truth
a speech.
Is, he's not like
more
us,
like
though.
A sit down interview.
He's not like us. I'm pretty sure.
He wasn't.
I mean,
he was talking in general to everybody that was in there. Like he wasn't talking to one demographic.
I mean, I'm gonna give him some grace because he just said that he dyslexic. So if he wrote that himself, he probably gonna fuck that up anyway. Yeah, like
You know,
damn, the nigga
you're not
said.
wrong.
I mean, damn, I'm trying to stay away from the N word.
No,
Like,
I understand what you're saying.
I mean,
Ayo.
like,
I 100%.
He's sorry.
understand. Yeah, he's sorry. It's crazy. I understand what you're saying,
He was
but
really
you got to
trying.
be able to read the room. The reason I went back to watch the entire thing was because you got to be able to, because people will take bits and pieces out of stuff
Right,
that
that's
they
what I'm
watch
saying.
and say, "Oh, he said this." I watched the whole thing, and I do agree with. I don't think that there's a racist bone in Gavin Newsom's body, but you got to be able to read the room. You know what I'm saying?
He was trying to
Because
be
they
too
was
relatable.
He was being relatable, but
he went too far.
He put his foot in his mouth.
not the, and I don't think that he went too far. I just think that you got to be able to look at who you're around and who you're talking to. Being relatable is cool, but to say, "Hey, look, I can't read. I'm like you." You know, that could have been a room full of white people. He still felt the same
It's still
way,
offensive.
but you got to read the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I disagree.
Hey,
Yeah,
no,
but I think the thing about
how
it,
do
I
you
think
disagree
that,
with
like,
it? You have to
if
read the
he's
room.
talking about like learning
disagree.
disabilities, he might also have an issue with reading the room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
he
so I
kinda-
think he was really trying
I
there.
think he just missed the
and
mark
I
with
think
the-
he thought this was going to go over great. Like, I know he was like, this is going
When
to
he-
really
it's not-
sell it.
when he
It's
rehearsed
not
it,
him that thought it was going to go over great. It's the people that are behind him that thought it was
His
going to go
team,
over great.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not him because I mean the man just he lets you know that he's dyslexic.
I don't know. He might have added that little.
He's
He was
not-
like, I'm going to add this in there, even though
No.
they told me
I'm
I say that.
dyslexic. I can't read.
No, they
I'm
go
like
over,
you.
They go over that stuff 1,000 times. Like they send somebody to go in and see exactly what's gonna happen. They
So
write
he in the
down
back room like,
specific
y'all told me to
people
say that shit.
When you see a politician and they specifically mention
him
somebody's
up.
name, that's done beforehand. They send somebody in to scout. They got a scout that goes in, get information, and brings it back, and then the speechwriter or whoever tries to make them relatable to the crowd of people that they're talking to. I personally believe that Gavin Newsom is going to be the 48th president of the United States. I think he's going to run for president in 2028. I think he's going to win. I don't see anybody on the Republican side that's going to beat him. I don't. I think he's coming from a big state. I mean, Democrats usually win California, but he's more relatable. He's charismatic.
He doesn't know how to read like us.
But he's charismatic though. If you see him, like he's charismatic. He comes in a room and the room lights up because people want to meet him. They want to shake his hand. He was the
wonder
former
when his
mayor of
birthday
San
is.
Francisco.
said
Like
wasn't that Gavin
he climbed up the
Gavin
ladder.
Newsom.
He was the lieutenant governor before he was the governor to Jerry Brown. Like
Yeah.
the man has paid his dues, and I believe that he's going to be the next president of the United States.
There's a few Democrats out there, Governor Shapiro, Governor Pritzker.
Okay, he a
that I think,
Libra.
Governor Pritzker's out.
You don't think he's gonna run?
He's probably going to run, but it's a waste of time.
No, I believe he's gonna run. I'm not
He's
saying
a
that he's
Libra.
gonna-
He's
you're
definitely
talking
gonna.
about- you're talking
He's
about
gonna
people that's just
win.
gonna
people that are gonna run. Yeah, I think what Governor Pritzker
Yeah,
is doing right
Kamala
now.
Harris probably run again.
Yeah, I'm sure she will. So
This is good.
I think
He know how to. He's charming though. He's a Libra. Gavin Newsom. I looked at his birthday.
I'm sure you
he's
did.
He's charming, so he probably know how
probably
to
got a
sway the
Libra.
room. He probably didn't even want to say that he ain't know how to read, but that's a whole lot for y'all to convince me to even say in a room. I'm not saying that.
He
Like,
talks
so you
about
gotta
it all the
say,
time.
as a 60-year-old, I gotta tell y'all I don't know how to read today.
He talks about it all the time.
all right, we
I'll
talking
give
about,
him the benefit of the doubt.
we
It
talking
probably
about
was an
race.
honest mistake.
Talking about race a lot. I just want to throw this curveball in there. Would y'all be willing to date somebody of a different race? Different race.
what you mean, like-
We're gonna do a different race, different religion.
Different religion.
Yes or no?
But sometimes different religion come with different race. If you can fit into, like, if you are a brown paper bag color or darker,
Explain.
like, I would date other colored races.
So like a dark skinned Indian,
Indian?
or
Yes.
A darker skinned
Okay.
Indian.
Yeah.
or what? You got some South Africans, some white South Africans that are kind of darker.
White.
Yeah, South Africans
No,
are
no.
white. South
Well, if
Africans.
if they darker, then they get, they just ain't took the ancestry test.
Johannesburg is full of South Africans that are white.
Yeah, but it's like they get somewhere in that. But no,
South
if you consider
Africa
yourself,
had
if you consider
a
yourself
lot
white,
of
no,
oppression
I would
in the
not date a white
90s
person.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Africa was wild back in the
They
90s.
to this day they're trying to run the white South Africans out of Johannesburg. Like
I'm
that's
pretty
how,
sure
it's,
because
it's
they
insane.
was out of
Yep.
control.
So you could date somebody of a different culture. You say yes to the religion because that kind of comes with
Yeah.
the different race. Aisha,
I could, but they have to understand my background and where I come from. You can't be naive to where my people came from, where my mindset is, and how I live. So if you can understand where I come from and appreciate it and respect it, then yeah, we can do that.
Religion? Somebody of a different religion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long as you believe in there's a higher power, yeah.
Okay. Ayo?
Well, I will follow the suit of my husband's religion.
So
I have, and it really didn't. It didn't work out.
So would you do it again? Is my question.
Probably not. I don't think there's no religion.
Is this different religion or different race?
Both.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was. It's not. We don't have enough in common. Like. So let me just. So in the black community, bro, like, we came up in the crack era. So in the black community, if you was raised by your mama, you was probably lucky because a lot of people, mama was strung out on crack. And you was raised by your grandma. Like, people don't understand, like, when you lose your grandma, that's like losing your mother in a lot of black families. So they can't relate to that. Like, or let's say they disrespect their grandparents or they disrespect their mothers or different things like that in their family, in that culture, in that religion. Like, there's not enough relatability to me. Like, we don't have enough in common. Like, if my grandma died and I'm in shambles and you're like, well, it's just your grandma. Like, bitch, like, what are you talking about? Like,
that's my grandma.
Yeah, that's who raised
for
me.
sure.
Like, different things. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, when I tried it, it was not enough relatability, bro. Like, for the people that you got to show up for in your family. So, no, I don't believe that I would ever do it again. Like, there's no way.
Chris, have you ever dated outside your culture?
So I lived in Germany for a long time.
I was gonna say especially with the service.
I lived out the country, so yes, I have. Of different religion, yes, I have.
Okay. Would you do it again?
No.
That man lived in Djibouti.
Djibouti.
Oh,
Djibouti.
Have you
My
dated
bad, brother.
Have you dated other cultures?
Well, I mean, no, technically Puerto Rican is still us, so.
I got a little Jamaican, a little Haitian.
Jamaican still us. I mean, I feel like that's still our culture. I mean, I still our people.
No, it's definitely different.
Y'all don't consider Africans and Haitians and Jamaicans
is
black
us.
people?
I mean, there's
Dominicans are us.
Bro, it's not that.
So
it's not that I don't consider them.
You stepping into something else.
They don't consider us.
They don't.
No, they don't.
They don't consider us to be like, bro.
Jamaicans consider all of the same. Like,
we're basically Americans to them. Bro.
Yeah,
we're just
Nigerians
we're
do not
Americanized
consider
and all the rest of that. So I'm not as welcoming to a race of people, Haitians, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, into my tent if you're not gonna if your tent
you're not
is
receptive,
open.
yeah.
You're not reciprocal to that. If I be like, if I see a Puerto Rican, oh, Boricua, and they be like, no, Boricua, like, oh, okay. You're right. No, you right. Like, if you see a Jamaican and you be like, oh, what's up, bro? Like, no,
I'm not gonna lie. When I go out of town like that, they be like, welcome home.
You're a woman though. There's different things that.
So while I was in Africa, right?
Woman, I'm just being.
I
women
agree.
sometimes are a little different.
But the women are different with us too.
Because they hate you, and then they love us.
That's a strong word, but they do.
I'm being honest.
Well,
with you.
Nigerian people hate all the black people, so then there's
That's
that.
true. That's true.
I dated Nigerian
Right.
man.
So you see where
black people ain't got no culture.
Coming from. See,
We
y'all
are the culture.
Y'all catch it from the women. We catch it from the men.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, like, if you're not gonna be as open with me and as reciprocal with me, like I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, I judge people off their attitude, their personality. Like, that's how I judge people. I don't judge people off skin tone, off race, off religion, because I could care less. Whatever you believe in, whatever you do, like, that's between you and your God. Like, but if I'm gonna be around you, it has to be like you have to have a good personality. You have to have a good attitude. That's what I judge you off of. But if you're not open with me, then I'm not gonna be open with you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna top a couple points real quick. Like Ayo said, I spent time in Africa for a little while, and a lot of times the Africans in Djibouti used to say things like "you're westernized," and I used to always wonder, like, I'm from America, like, what do you mean I'm westernized? And it's like, you're not natural. Like, we're natural. We're from the motherland. You're not natural. You were born somewhere else. You don't know your culture. You don't know your language. You don't know anything about yourself. I'm like, you might be right, you know? And then while I spent that time in Germany, and while I did date outside of my race and outside of my culture, it was just one of those things where, like you said, there was nothing in common after a while because you don't feel the struggle. And me moving back here in 2013, it was just like one of those things where there's nothing that we have in common because the conversations that we were having is like, is it that serious? You fucking right, it's that serious.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm saying it's not enough for
I feel that deep down in my soul. You can't even scratch the surface. You know, and that's just one of those things. That's why I feel the way I feel now. I'm pretty sure we all saw Black Panther. They'd be like, oh, they call white people the colonizer. You know what I'm saying? And not that I feel that they're the colonizer, but it's one of those things like I look at you weird now. Like once we get to a certain point, I feel like there's nothing else that we got in common. You know, so that's just where I am.
Yeah.
I'll move on a little bit away from race. 2 weeks ago, All-Star Weekend. Probably one of the worst All-Star weekends. I'm gonna hit this real fast because we got to move on to Michael Jordan. We got to get rid of dunk contest. That shit trash. I think that we are to the point where physically we're probably way beyond. I think there may be a good, 8 dunks in my life that I probably haven't seen. Everything that they do now, and like, oh, I've never seen that dunk. Give it a 50. I'm like, bro, I saw that.
Yeah, there's nothing that we haven't seen anymore, bro. So
Yeah.
I believe that the dunk, they probably should go away from the dunk.
Until I see somebody do the between the legs twice. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't seen that in the dunk contest. We've seen it because I can't think of his name. Is it Kilgannon? Kilgannon did it. Kilgannon did it. But that's not in the NBA. Like we haven't seen it yet.
No, we've seen a 720.
We saw the 720 before.
Saw the 720 before.
But we know what these things are. All-Star Weekend, y'all got to figure out something different. Y'all need to bring that one-on-one.
Yes.
Skills challenge is cool.
The three-point contest is cool.
The new structure, how they just had the 4 teams play.
I like that.
That was pretty cool because it was more competitive until the championship game. Championship game was pretty like buns.
Yeah.
But that's because you got the older people, like once
they
got blew out.
38, 39,
You know what I'm
40.
saying? They got blew out
y'all playing the
because
kids.
they gotta wait. They gotta wait and sit down. Like,
and then the knees get to creaking after a
I'm
while.
telling you, once you sit down after 5-10 minutes, them knees get to locking up on you. It's hard to warm the things back up. And you ain't finna bring out 12 bikes or motherfucking pedal.
Nah, it's only one out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta take turns.
Yeah, turn it up, nigga. Let's go.
And LeBron sitting on that one.
Let's go, motherfucker. He's 41. That's what I'm saying. Like it was cool. I mean, the dunk. I agree. Dunk contest is over with.
That joint is cakes. Anderson Silva. I'm wild. Adam Silva. I'm sorry. We got to get that out of there or figure out a way to make it more competitive. Have any of you ever been to All-Star Weekend? Like actually been there in the city while it was going on?
Well, we was in Chicago when it happened.
They did bring an All-Star to
did.
Chicago.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I did. And Chicago was lit. And I went to Soho one of them nights. It was lit, baby.
The events were nice.
That was the night I had met Queen Latifah. And she is a gorgeous fucking person. You know, like you see people on TV and like you see them in and like TV really don't be doing people some justice. Like, wow, you look amazing.
These sayings are like sayings for a reason. Like people say, "Oh, you like black makes you look slimmer" and stuff like that on the camera and stuff like that. It's true that some people like they just don't look good on camera. Some people like they look amazing.
But she looks great on camera. But it's like, wow,
she really is naturally beautiful.
Yeah, this is what it looks like if like you're not broke. Like you just look like better.
I'm gonna pivot a little bit so we can talk about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was in the news about a week ago. His NASCAR team won. And there's a video of him.
They won twice now.
They won twice now.
Yeah, they got two.
There's a video of his team celebrating, and Michael Jordan is kind of making a movement towards the driver's son.
Pinching, if you will.
I mean, I guess he was just playing. I don't know. Look,
let me.
Well, the thing was, his shirt or his pants were wet or something like that. So I still don't get the gist of it. Like you touching too many times. Now, if you did a little shake of the shirt or something like that, or the bottom of the shorts, but you grabbing actual buns, like pinching his. I mean, I don't know, cause
I mean, to think about it, you know, when you get to hang around them other folks get to do what they do. They play with their kids different. So I don't know. They said they was playing.
It could come off a little inappropriate.
Because I guess everybody else acted normal. So that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like,
they didn't feel like he was doing nothing wrong. Like they were literally there watching.
Yeah, everybody felt like it was normal. So like maybe we tweaking.
So I'm gonna just say, from the context of like watching it semi live, like I seen it, like It came across Michael Jordan Team 1. I flipped to it. You see some of it. You like, damn, okay, I wonder what's going on there. Then you see the video. And then like, so this is what I didn't like, bro. I'm going to go back to what I'm saying. This is what I didn't like. When the video was posted, I know I posted it on my page. And I said, Michael Jordan, you got a lot of explaining to do. Jordan fans came out and said that it was AI, that it was fake. And my question was, well, what about the people that seen it live? Mm-hmm. Then when it came out that it was a real video, then they said that LeBron James fans are sick because they want LeBron James to be #1 basketball player so bad that they'll try to do anything to make Michael Jordan look bad. Like,
I mean, it's a little boy booty itch.
At the end of the day, like they came out with an explanation that it was that during the celebration, ice went down the little boy's shirt. Michael Jordan was assisting him getting the ice from the back of the shirt.
Just look horrible.
Which is something that, if true, I'm not gonna say if true. If true. They said that we never seen the ice fall out. They said that's what happened. His father came out. His father came out and said that's what happened. That's what everybody else is reporting. That's what happened. It makes sense because they have other videos where they are dumping water and different things. So it's a plausible story. I mean, like, but after you get that information, everybody moved on. But Jordan fans was just harping on it so long. Like I seen it 2, 3, 4, 5 days later, talking about how people are just so embarrassing and different things like that. But bro, like what do you? If I see a video like that and I don't have no context behind it, and then I'm asking for context, and you come out and say, "Oh, it's an AI video because his thumb could never be that far over." But then if I do like this, like your thumb moves. Like
I didn't really look at it.
It's a real video, bro. Like you came out and said it's a real video. But they tried to make it seem like it wasn't real. Then when they found out it wasn't real, that we was sick for questioning why he did it, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro, I respect Michael Jordan for what he did in basketball and basketball only. In his personal life, like Michael Jordan, like he helped. All right, in his personal life, bro, I don't like Michael Jordan in his personal life. On the basketball court, Michael Jordan was probably, in my opinion,
Michael Jordan is
the best shooting guard the game of basketball has ever seen.
So
he's Aquarius, pretty self-centered. It's not.
I'm pretty sure all of you guys have elders in your life. Michael Jordan's what, 60, 61, something like that right now?
Probably 63 or something.
Probably 60. Okay, so I've seen grandparents like play with babies in weird ways, but it's not like they like on no bullshit with them. They like pinch their cheeks,
they do
pinch
that
them on the butt, like playing with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they said that him and Michael Jordan were close, and like he'd come to his house and he played with his son all the time. So it was just one of those things where he's like a granddaddy, like playing with a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying like I know the situation, you know what I'm saying? But in my mind, if you're telling me like, oh, he comes over, he plays with my son all the time, he probably look at that kid like his grandkid. You know what I'm saying?
In real time, it looked bad, bro. But
I mean, in real time, it did look bad.
Once it came out, the context behind it and the story that they gave, and it was a plausible thing. Like, they didn't deny it. They didn't say, oh, no, that's not what y'all seen. They said y'all seen it because of this. Right. X, Y, Z. They're close. They have their own relationship. Like, even in the video, the little boy doesn't overreact. He doesn't turn around and hit his hand or nothing like that, bro. Mm-hmm. So you could tell that he wasn't bothered by it. Nobody else was bothered by it. So I'm saying, like, I don't want to say like it's a normal thing, but with the story that came out, you could tell that because he's talking to him too. Mm-hmm. He's also talking to him. So that's some of the things that in real time you don't really notice until you go back and look. So he's probably telling him, whatever, I'm trying to get this ice out your shirt. Because the little boy is not over it. Kids are going to be kids, bro. Uh-huh. I got a 3-year-old at home. You do something to him, he's going to say, why are you doing that? Like, he's going to overreact if he feel like you doing something wrong to him. Mm-hmm. But if you talking to him and calming him down, let him know, like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm brushing this out your head or something like that. Because he don't want you touching him, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, kids are like that. So, I mean, yeah.
Like, and everybody was right there. This was not like a secret moment.
Yeah. So while they're celebrating,
right,
the mama is right there too, because I believe once they started like with the champagne and stuff, she pulled him off the stage. Like, so I mean, it was context behind it. So whatever happened, bro. But I moved on from it.
Yeah, I definitely moved on as soon as I seen it because I like watched the video and then I like moved on from the video because like what could this really even be? And it's like it would have been one thing if like a candid camera and they catch you somewhere doing something, but it was like it wasn't even that. It was like whatever he was doing, I don't know. It looked weird for sure. Like I'm like, Dad, that look weird as hell, but I'm pretty sure it's not as weird as it looked. And I just kept scrolling.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Do y'all think that cancel culture has gone too far?
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
Yes.
do y'all?
Everybody
Absolutely.
can.
I think the internet is just
The internet
I
makes
think,
everything worse than what
It
is.
does.
It does, 100%.
Because
100%.
pretty
Cancel
much,
culture is out of control.
if you've done anything, whether it be good or bad, everybody on the internet has an opinion about it.
Yep.
So when that video first came out, everybody's like, "Oh, fuck Michael Jordan." Now, let me back up a little bit. When Ayo said that he doesn't agree with Michael Jordan as a person in his personal life, I agree with that because Michael Jordan ain't really shit in his personal life. But that's neither, like, I don't know him like personally like that, but from what I've heard and reports I've read and things that he's done,
He does some good things though. Like he done opened up hospitals in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But he also does like more harm than good, I would say, when it comes to interaction with fans.
right? Like,
His interaction with fans are
and it just comes off as him being an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in
don't
that
like some
video, you know
people.
what I'm saying?
He probably
Sometimes you say he's Aquarius, like.
Yeah, he's Aquarius. So like I don't think any of his
Christ.
Yes, he's Aquarius. Haven't seen the full birth chart, but I'm pretty sure, like, I understand he was successful, but I don't think he cared about the fame that came with the success. And I think that was the issue with Michael Jordan. Like, it was all about, with him, it was all about the game. It was all about doing this. It was all about doing that. Like, y'all can get the hell out of my face. Like, and that's literally how he was. Like, I'm not finna sign nothing. Like, I'm here to play the game. Like, and that's how he was as a basketball player. Unfortunately, that definitely does rub people the wrong way, but it's like, man, I don't care. Fuck y'all.
So if you look at like sports, let's say basketball in general, there's 545 technical spots in the NBA, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to have some shitheads, some terrible people in that 545
Absolutely.
people.
No doubt.
Not everybody was raised to be good people. So he might be an asshole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but in that moment, when his team won, he loves that NASCAR team, by the way. In that moment, his driver won.
He sued NASCAR behind that team.
He did. He did. And then this kid's here that they say he might act like his grandson, like he treats him like his grandson, and he goes through this. It's like one of those things where we judge so much that we don't see things for what our eyes tell us that it is. You know what I'm saying? Like we immediately go to the opinion. Facebook said that don't look right. Instagram said that don't look right, so that shit don't look right. We don't use our brains anymore to assess situations. You know what I'm saying? We don't sit back. We immediately put people
Go
to the
based
cross.
off the comments.
We immediately put people to the cross. And I think we have to get away from that as a people because we do that as a people and it never looks good. Moving on here, our last topic. This young lady says, my baby daddy pays me $200 weekly that I can do anything for my baby, but I feel like I need more. Until he pays me more, he will not see his child. $800 a month. I'm gonna close out with this topic. $800 to $1,000, right? Because you might be getting $200 weekly, but you're still doing stuff for that kid.
No, but because you know some months got 5 weeks.
Absolutely.
Just what? That's what I say. Put some money.
Bro, as a person that is on child support for one kid that is paying almost $800 a month, bro. I mean, I'm gonna view this way different, bro. I think women use a lot of kids as like a pawn. They use them as a come up sometimes in some instances, and it happens in every culture, bro. This is not just a black thing. Like you see it in all cultures, bro. Mm-hmm. Like where women use these kids as pawn. They use them to try to keep the man. The man doesn't stay, and now they put him on child support. Even if you're a good father. Like I've said before, I don't think that active fathers should be on child support. I think child support should be for people who are inactive in their child's life, bro. If I got to pay, I believe child support brings a wedge in between you and your kid. Because if my wages are being garnished every time I get paid, and then you still come to me and you be like, oh, Dad, can I get this? Knee-jerk reaction, well, tell your mama to use the child support that I'm sending her. But it's still your kid, so you're gonna look out. So you're out of more than that $800 a month, bro. You're out of thousands of dollars each month taking care of that kid, which is your responsibility to do so. Mm-hmm. This is not me saying that you should shy away from your responsibility, but I think that child support is a bit of a hindrance.
I agree to some extent. Women, I agree with you about women sometimes using kids as pawns. But you got to think, if that woman is taking care of your child by herself, first of all, gas to and from school, if he has any curricular activities outside of school, uniforms, food, whatever else the child is into, like $200, it ain't really much a week to me, because I know how I spend.
The child can come live with me then.
Well, then if that was the case, you wouldn't be on child support.
Yeah.
No, but a lot of women aren't going to release the child to come live with the father.
I mean, a lot of fathers ain't in the predicament to receive their kid to do that. But if that was the case, then yeah, child support shouldn't even be an option. But or not, he could be living in an environment where he can't have his kid, even though he do got the money. He might not be mentally stable to take care of a kid 24/7. Like, a lot of people not patient enough to have a kid for 24 hours or the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But I think, and I don't have kids, I'm just looking from the outside, I think $200 a week, especially if your kid is into stuff, to take care of your kid, feed them, clothe them, run the household, buy them whatever they want, extracurricular activities, got to pay for this, pay for that. I don't think that's a lot to ask for. Now, if you doing that, if you doing outside of that, then I don't think child support should be warranted at all. To me, that's not fair. That's when you're using your child as a pawn.
But she said before I get more money, he's not going to see the kid.
Now, and that shouldn't go on either.
Without seeing a kid, because they calling me like, can I talk to my kid? And they be like, do you got that money?
And that's not fair either. That's not fair. You hurting the child more than you hurting the person, the parent.
People don't give no fuck about them kids. Exactly. If people cared about kids, they would have just not had the baby in the first place. They don't give no fuck about them kids.
Agreed.
So I'm not in a situation where I have to pay child support, but I believe that $800 is more than enough for you to take care of a child financially. But I also don't agree with a woman saying you're not going to see your kid until you come with more money. And these broken homes, all of these broken homes where it's like your mama over here, the dad's over here, that hurts the child more than anything.
It actually hurt me more than anything, because that's very annoying. I'm not signing up to be a single parent under no circumstances.
And I don't think anybody does.
Get your damn kid, period. I don't care where the money at. Get the kid out my face. This is overstimulating, whatever the people be saying. Get your kid. Like, your kid on your way. I don't care. What?
So you'd rather the father be...
I'll put gas in your car to come get this kid. Don't do that to me. I don't care. Where I got to drop off at? I got stuff to do. Like, I want to have a life. Like, my life will not revolve around me holding you to the cross about a child. Take care of. Just watch the baby. Watch the baby for me.
I feel you. But that child support shit get tricky too, because like...
I understand child support though. I understand that some people will not help unless it is mandatory for them to help. And some people do need the help. Because I'm about to say, you can feel like, that extra money, because $800 is a lot of money than a little money at the same time. So it's like, okay, and then child support is for household bills. I understand that people want to argue about it not being, but that is what the judge says. And then you could add additional money, like for uniforms, for extracurricular and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't want to pay child, I do feel like though, if the father is going to be on child support and, he's actively paying his money or whatever like that, you should just let him see his kid. The thing about with child support, the child-parent relationship is more important. But yes, I do feel like it causes a rift between the parent and the child, because nobody cares about the kid anyway. It's all about the money exchange. It always been. And it's all about the relationship amongst the parents. That's how that whole saying started. Like, you could replace the kid, but I can't replace you. No one cares about their kids. Like, no one really cares about their kids.
And I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, and that's not really a thing. Like, if you cared about your kid, you wouldn't be sitting there arguing about a couple dollars and stuff like that. Y'all will figure out what make it work.
Like I was saying, child support is tricky because a judge will say, hey, $35 a month out of your check is good enough. And I've seen situations where, what am I supposed to do with $35 a month? So that
in that case,
you was supposed to sleep with a man that made more money.
But I'm saying in that case, though, absolutely. But a lot of people go to court and try to make it seem like they make less money, so they won't have to pay a lot of child support, because normally 100% of the time, child support doesn't even go towards the kid.
No,
it doesn't.
If it goes towards the household.
But
It goes to the mother.
I don't
or the
need to
father.
help you pay your bill.
But that's what child support is for, though.
No, the child support is for the
No,
child.
it's not. If you put you on child support, the judge will tell you it's for the household bills because the child is living in the house. If the child resides,
Child support is a business anyway. So, I mean, if we going to go by what they say in court, then we going to be here going back and forth.
But I'm just saying what they pulled the child support for. No.
But what they're saying they pull it for is a lie. Because if you're on government assistance and I'm on child support, my child support goes to that government assistance first, and then you get what's left over because I have to pay them back for them paying you. So how does that go?
They're gonna go to my SNAP benefits, my groceries.
What is that?
My groceries is the household bill. How your baby gonna eat?
That's that's on you.
Groceries is a bill for sure.
But that's on you.
No, it's on us because we had a baby together.
When the child is with me, I'm fully capable of taking care of the kid.
Okay, well you gotta take care of all of us.
No, I'm not. I don't have to feed you because those SNAP benefits feed you too.
I
don't have to.
Unfortunately, that's the way the system does work. But think about it is that it works in the reverse too. Like if you have the child majority of the time, you can put your baby mother on child support.
Well, who does that? Though?
What? This dude just did that, and that girl was paying him a whole lot of bread.
Yeah, but I mean, some people do that, and
I feel like fellas go get your money too. You get what I'm saying? Like if you know you got your kid,
a woman on child support.
Man, come on. I mean, I'm not putting a man on child support because I'm a very prideful person. So I personally feel like when I get up, I don't want you to feel like you help me do nothing. You get what I'm saying? You ain't want to help, then watch out. You get what I'm saying? Like, period. Like, I'm good, period. You ain't gonna be like, yeah, I was giving her $800 a month. No, you wasn't. Beat it. You get what I'm saying? But if, shit, get your bread. Shit. Get $200 from that girl.
On that note, great show. Let these people know how they can follow you, Ayo.
Anthony Owens on Facebook. At General_Pharaoh on IG.
Aisha.
Aisha Latiker on Facebook, and on IG, it's always been about _me.
Eva.
Okay, so this week is gonna be a little different. Okay, so what? The Eva Darling experience on Instagram and TikTok. And then Eva Darling on Facebook and Eva Delivers on YouTube.
Yes.
Eva Darling, you can type in Eva Darling too on YouTube, though it'll all come up.
You sure that's it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram. I'm Tazzo Bands, TAZZOBANDZ, and I'm Chris Jones on Facebook. Y'all can follow our counterpart and our co-host Camille at Millz.media_ or media.mills_. Either way is her. You can follow us at the Big Mark Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And as always, remember to leave a mark, a big one.
A big one.
You're not dyslexic at all. Like you don't struggle.
No.